gentlemen, this is Robbie Floyd. I'll be your captain today on the SS Minnow as we prepare for departure on this fourth stop of the Alabama Bass Trail, presented by Phoenix Boat. How y'all doing this morning? Boat number 1, Mark Mott, Matt Salter, you're free to release. Boat number 2, Parker Odom, Colton Odom, you're free to go. Boat number 3, Scott Dupriest and Mark Smith, it's your turn. The Lake Martin champions in boat number 4, Chad Schroeder and Chase Schroeder, you're free to go. 108. There you go. Bueller. 147, Jeff Ritchie, Howard Ritchie.
We're on the Alabama River once again, albeit a new location. Welcome to Cooter's Fun. I'm Robbie Floyd, joined by the program director of the Alabama Bass Trail, Kay Donaldson. And Kay, it's a turning point for several of these guys in the Angler of the Year race. You look at those top 4, separated by less than 20 points. I mean, top 5 really. It's anyone's ball game, but you really have to make it happen here, and this fishery could be tough for them.
You know, from what we heard last weekend, the boat ramps were full. Everywhere you went, boat ramps were full. These guys are putting in their work, and I just don't think that the Alabama River is giving them a whole lot to go off of. I think that there's still a lot of unanswered questions as to how they're going to catch them today.
And also, the rain's expected throughout the day. It's going to get warm, 85, 90 degrees. Conditions are changing. And also, with this being a new portion of the Alabama River, that's going to be a factor as well.
You know, these guys are used to fishing the lower portion of the Miller's Ferry area. Now we move on up to Cooter's Pond. It's a totally different fishery, and like, you know, in some of our other tournaments we've noted there's not been a lot of rain in the state of Alabama, so they're not pulling as much water as I think these guys would like to see to get these spotted bass active, and that's what the Alabama River's known for, is those spotted bass. So it's going to be a very interesting weigh-in this afternoon.
Well, there's a chance of rain today, and these anglers are hoping it's raining bass.
All right, guys, here at the 4th stop, ABT South on the beautiful Alabama River. Here's our buddy Kenneth Grover. Right, Bluebird Day.
Yes.
Water's been up and down. What kind of challenges are these guys going to face today in catching them?
Well, in talking to, we had a pre-tournament meeting last night,
Right.
and talking to some of the guys during the meeting, which a lot of these guys don't really want to reveal a lot, but it really sounded like the fishing has been sporadic. That there were short windows of time where they may have caught some fish,
Sure.
but they were so spread out that kind of had them a little concerned that maybe if they didn't hit the spots at the right time and their timing was off, that maybe they would struggle a little bit today.
How much of that timing depends on generation schedules coming out of Jordan and then moving on down the stream here?
Anybody that's fishing along the main river, the current is key. These fish are pretty much dependent on that current for feeding time.
Sure.
And when they have that, and there's plenty of forage in the lake, we've already seen that as we've, this short period of time we've been on the lake. So the current is key in their feeding times. And feeding is really when they're easy to catch.
Sure.
It's the in-between times that it really gets tough.
So it becomes a real grind for a lot of the guys. So the guys that are fishing these backwater areas that we're going to run to here in just a little bit, how much does that current affect those fish, do you think?
Those fish are probably not affected by the current near as much as the river fish.
Sure.
A lot of the backwaters, you know, it takes a lot of current, maybe extra rain in order to actually create the current. Mm-hmm. Now, wind can cause current in those places as well, and they can feed based on wind current. But a lot of those fish are more accustomed to more slack water. That's where they live, and that's the way it is.
Sure.
A lot of those fish are just resident fish, and they just get used to that environment that they're in.
The way that water sets up. So, well, 4th stop, points are a big points day for a lot of teams here. Top 75 go to the championship. Top 8 will go on to the Bassmaster Team Championship. So I know Angler of the Year points, first it's like it's got a little bit of a gap, then second and third gets really tight, and then it kind of falls down from there. So big points day today. We'll see how the guys do. We're going to run up, try to find a few folks, and we'll go from there.
With 200 boats fishing in the south, though, if you really have a bad day, you can lose a lot of points in a hurry here.
Absolutely.
Vice versa, if you have a really good day, you might be able to gain some positions.
Absolutely.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Toyota, official truck of the Alabama Bass Trail, and by Wind Creek Casino, where you can have your winning moments. There's more to come.
Greg Hackney, 2014 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Aaron Martins, 2013 and 2015 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. What else do these guys have in common? Phoenix Boats. The last 3 Bassmaster Angler of the Year titles were won out of Phoenix Boats. Coincidence? We think not. Phoenix Boats. Our passion for fishing is obvious.
So our mission statement here at Bill Penny Motor Company is to enrich the lives of our employees and our customers and the communities we serve. And it really begins and ends with people. It started with that kind of philosophy with my granddad and went through my dad. Growing up around the business, I remember being just a kid washing cars and meeting these customers. Now I'm a grown adult and they get to buy vehicles from us and hopefully serve their next of kin for generations to come. For the whole story, visit us at BillPennyToyota.com, where people always come first.
Lights are dazzling, shining bright. The busy hum permeates the air. It's electric. With a dash of spice, you kick up the heat until you're spinning, twirling on your feet. Sweat it out. The thrill of the game, the high of the night. The sizzle of temptation, the intoxication of sensation, and just like that, it's another ending to your glorious, hot Alabama nights. Wind Creek Casino and Hotel in Montgomery or Wetumpka. Find your winning moment.
Let's get down to business. Quiet, you sons of fishes. Now, what?
I'm switching sonar.
Why?
Because now I can see fish swimming live in front of my boat. I even see fish attack my lure. Y'all sonar's just history. I'm out.
I'm with him.
You've witnessed the action, the thrill, and the competition of the Alabama Bass Trail. Isn't it time you got involved? Coming in 2018, over $47,000 paid out for each event. No entry fee championship, $85,000 up for grabs, plus a new Phoenix. More than $500,000 in cash and prizes. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Sign up now by logging on to alabamabasstrail.org. The Alabama Bass Trail Tournament Series, presented by Phoenix Bass Boats.
There he is. There he is, boy. Pretty decent fish. There you go. That's a good keeper. That's a good fish. No.
We got 5 up there.
Whoa. Yeah, early this morning on the rivers, most of our anglers are talking about a little shad spawn until the sun got up over the trees and kind of knocked it down. Had some pretty good luck. One boat said they had a small limit, 2 pounds plus, and that's pretty typical of your shad spawn on a river. They are talking about going a little bit further up to the river to get below the dam and get some current coming out of the dam a little bit and try to make the fish active a little bit better. And they seem to be catching them on your typical hard baits for shad spawn, spinner baits, jerk baits. Some been throwing a little jig or a little plastic worm or something slowly on the bottom. And it's just a typical Alabama river fishing, really.
You see me throw my leg out? It catches it. Oh, nice shot. Get some monsters over here.
Talk about diversity. Start out on Jordan, Cooter River, spotted bass deal. Then we go to Eufaula, which becomes a largemouth deal. And then Lake Martin, deep, clear water.
Completely different.
And now we're on Alabama River.
They've all been completely different.
All been completely different. And you look at the team behind us from Georgia, first year fishing the trail, leading Angler of the Year to this point, you know, on 3 different fisheries. It's a pretty wild deal. Think about it. The you know, different places we go, the different things you do, you've literally got to unload the boat from one tournament to another to be prepared for it.
Yeah, well, it also proves that when we get to the end, Angler of the Year is a truly versatile group of fishermen. Sure. Really, anybody that finishes in the top, you know, 10 to 20. The versatility of that group is really, I mean, it proves, they have to prove it.
Absolutely.
You know, as a fisherman, that's got to make you feel good as well, knowing that you've gone through this gauntlet and in the end, you've really accomplished something.
You have, because I mean, it's
a monumental task.
It is. Especially for some of these guys, first time they've ever seen the water. It's the first time they've been here at a Cooter's Pond. So
that's what drives me as a fisherman. When I was in high school, my goal then, and I didn't know what I was doing then, I was learning, but my goal was I wanted to be able to go to any body of water, type water, drop my boat in the water and be able to catch fish. Not necessarily to right off the bat compete at this level, but to be able to catch fish in any, and that's kind of what drives me. I like going to new places.
Absolutely. You learn something new every day, whether you catch them or not. You know, you figure something out. And it's those little small victories that helps you win the war.
This portion of the program is sponsored in part by Sweet Home Alabama, by Garmin, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, will be right back.
Hey, you know Progressive is America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
Yeah, she does, Pearl. Best bike I ever owned.
No, you're never alone, because our claims reps are available 24/7. We even cover accessories and custom parts.
We did get an early start. Took the kids to soccer practice.
You want me to jump that cactus? All right. That lady's awesome!
I don't see a possum.
It's time to take a road trip.
Alabama's got 100 road trips, and some of the best are outdoors, like a trip to Lake Gunnersville, first stop on the Alabama Bass Trail. Catch anything? Nice! Or head to the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, 468 holes of golf heaven. What's the time say?
Best public golf on the planet.
Alabama's got 100 road trips. Plan yours at alabama.travel.
Which one you gonna take?
We know y'all have seen the great action out on the Alabama River here at Cooter's Pond, but now we're going to highlight our city. Our host this week is the city of Prattville, and you can't come to Prattville without a visit to the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. One of the most popular sites on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail is Capitol Hill here in Prattville. It continues to get great praises from all over. Golf Magazine called the Judge Course one of the top 10 public courses in America. The Senator Course was named the top 10 courses in the nation by Golf Magazine and is the host for the Guardian Championship. After you finish a round of golf at Capitol Hill, please go on over to Uncle Mick's Cajun Market and Cafe for some authentic Cajun cuisine. From seafood gumbo, crawfish etouffee, red beans and rice, Uncle Mick's is a must-stop. Voted the best restaurant in Prattville for 4 years in a row. Now let's get back out on the water and see what the anglers have going on.
So waiting on a little water to move. How you been catching them so far?
Mostly on a shaky head.
Okay.
And swim bait. So.
What are we, if you don't mind me asking, what are we fishing right here? I mean, everybody sees downtown, but what are we looking at here structure-wise?
I'm guessing, I don't know how many years ago they tore all that down and rebuilt this. The river walk.
Right.
That's downtown Montgomery.
Uh-huh.
Basically everything that was there is out here.
Out here now, gotcha.
This is a #1 community hole for Alabama rivers. just got lucky nobody stopped on it before we got here.
Well, can't beat that.
Dustin Connell, when he won the Open, he caught 18 pounds right here on the last day.
Gotcha. Well, listen, I guarantee if you catch one on camera, we will make you famous in this episode. Dude, see, now you're just playing with me. Well, Kenneth, we've talked about this day being a grind, a lot of guys not having any bites, a few guys having a little bit of success. Pull back up on our Angler of the Year leaders currently, and they've got two. We didn't see it, we heard them miss one, right, or lose one rather. We saw them earlier in the day back in the backwater area. What are we doing here?
Well, they're along the river channel, and it's kind of a steep drop, and what he's doing is he's fishing parallel, hoping that the fish will be set up, and they're throwing shad-type baits. So they're trying to throw in the direction that the current would flow the bait to them, which is how the fish are used to feeding in that manner. And like I said, he did just lose what he felt was a good fish, and on a day like today where he knows that bites are at a premium, it really hurts to lose a good bite.
Oh yeah, every bite counts, that's for sure. And he mentioned that the water's low. When that water starts moving, is it going to bring it up that much that's going to make a big difference, or just more the current?
It depends on how the water's moving. If the dam on the lower end is dumping water, then it'll pull the water down. You have to have water feeding into the lake from the upper dams. That's what'll bring the water up. And because it's a river system, it's narrow, so it doesn't take a lot of water coming in to fluctuate. And that's what we're seeing. Apparently, from most of his pre-fish time, the water was higher than what it is now. Sure. But it could come up again. And that is one of the tough things about fishing a river is water levels can really affect patterns in a big way.
Well, we see what they're fixing to go into here, and I think you and I both kind of perked our ears up a little bit when we saw, this drain and some of these transition points. So hopefully they can rebound from that fish loss and finish off their limit.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, brought to you by Bill Penny Toyota, Sweet Home Alabama, Wind Creek Casino, and by Garmin. There's more to come.
Let's get down to business. Quiet, you sons of fishes. Now, what?
I'm switching sonar.
Why?
Because now I can see fish swimming live in front of my boat. I even see fish attack my lure. Y'all's sonar's just history. I'm out.
I'm with him.
Greg Hackney, 2014 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Aaron Martins, 2013 and 2015 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. What else do these guys have in common? Phoenix Boats. The last 3 Bassmaster Angler of the Year titles were won out of Phoenix Boats. Coincidence? We think not. Phoenix Boats. Our passion for fishing is obvious.
So our mission statement here at Bill Penny Motor Company is to enrich the lives of our employees and our customers and the communities we serve. And it really begins and ends with people. It started with that kind of philosophy with my granddad and went through my dad. Growing up around the business, I remember being just a kid washing cars and meeting these customers. Now I'm a grown adult and they get to buy vehicles from us and hopefully serve their next of kin for generations to come. For the whole story, visit us at BillPennyToyota.com, where people always come first.
Lights are dazzling, shining bright. The busy hum permeates the air. It's electric. With a dash of spice, you kick up the heat until you're spinning, twirling on your feet. Sweat it out. The thrill of the game, the high of the night. The sizzle of temptation, the intoxication of sensation, and just like that, It's another ending to your glorious, hot Alabama nights. Wind Creek Casino and Hotel in Montgomery or Wetumpka. Find your winning moment.
Are you done yet?
Does it look like I'm done?
Shouldn't you be at work?
Todd. Hold on.
Your real bike's all fixed.
Man, you guys are good.
Well, we are the #1 motorcycle insurer in the country.
Wait, you have a real motorcycle?
And real insurance with 24-hour customer support.
Well, I retire as champion.
Game hog.
Champion.
It was a tough day. We caught about 7 keepers. Got a small limit.
What's a small limit, 18 pounds?
No, like 6 pounds.
You come up here with the music blaring.
Yeah.
Must have had a good day.
No, I only got 2.
2?
2.
Where's the rest of them?
They're still in the lake and the river.
Johnny, the air is blowing really cold in this truck.
It feels really good, too.
I bet it does.
I do not want to get out of it.
So one good one and 4 dinks.
Yeah, we got 1 good one, 4 dinks.
What's a
good
boo-boo?
For about 4.5.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
I threw about a 2-pounder back by mistake.
That might hurt you.
No, that's going to kill us.
Caught a lot of fish, didn't catch a lot of big fish. First 15 minutes was good, and then after that, caught little ones the rest of the day.
So, Harry, you realize this boat ramp's 3 boats wide, and you're putting 2 on the same hole here.
Stand over in that middle lane and see what it does.
Is he gonna pull over there?
Yeah, they pull out. Watch it. It'd make a lot quicker.
Oh, Buck, we hire you for this purpose. Since you seem to just forget your billfold in your boat when it comes time to go to lunch, and since you owe me 2 cheeseburgers now.
Oh, double cheeseburger, wasn't it?
2 double cheeseburgers.
That'll work. Order fries.
2 fries and a milkshake.
Oh, chocolate.
It's getting bigger, buddy. It's getting bigger.
Right now it takes 8:17 to take the lead. Did you do it?
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close, but I'm thinking you got a shot at it. Let's find out. So tell me, how did your day go? You said it slowed down, I think, after what time?
Picked up.
Oh, it picked up for you guys. What time did it start picking up?
About 1 o'clock.
Okay, you lied to me earlier. So 11:21 is what I have. You taking the lead. Congratulations on that. I could have swore you said it turned off a little bit this morning. Why are you lying to me?
I was kind of on and off all day. It was just back on.
Michael Cox, Colt Boyette. Got 3 bass today. Looks like 3 for just over 5 pounds. Just a rough day, huh?
Oh, we flat hammered them. You just seen that?
Well, there's those 3. Where are the other 2?
Oh, they're still out there.
They're still out there saving them for me. Thanks, guys. All right, only 3. I can't say person team, although this dog thinks Coos is a person. How did Coosa do on the Alabama River as the thunder rolls?
Well, Coosa failed us a little bit. No, actually, I failed us a little bit. I let some get off, but
Did you really?
Hey, that's fishing.
And that's why they not caught fish instead of catching 661. What were they getting off of?
Oh, I was flipping. I just come off. Who knows?
And they were buttoned up for a while?
Yeah. If I knew what happened, I'd fix it.
All right, Esteban, what were you doing while she was flipping?
Praying.
What were y'all doing?
What were we not doing?
Really having to go all over the place. Looks like you still had a pretty good day, 13:34, help you out in points as well. And it seemed like you've done decent at Lay Lake, too. I think it's our next stop.
We're looking forward to Lay.
Yeah, you've won there before, and looking forward to that. But where were you in points coming into this round?
I think we're about 8th or 10th.
8th or 10th, and you got a 13.5-pound bag. I think you're going to move up and have another chance at the Angler of the Year. I think that would be a great end goal.
Yes, it would.
Hey, we're moving on up like the Jeffersons. Edwards and Nelson, 14:08. That's the way to catch them. How about a round of applause for these guys and lady? You're not going to clap for them? What's your name?
Katie.
Do you like to fish? No. Now, if he wins $10,000, that'd be okay, right?
I would take his money.
Yeah, you'd take his money? Stan Hall and Steve Thrasher, boat number 64. Good day, bad day, decent day?
Good day.
Good day, I like good day. Our leader's 14:08. He says he's got a good day, and it's a great day now because he takes the lead. 14:64 for Hallman and Thrash. Do you think that would be the case when you took off this morning?
Hoping. I was hoping it would.
What'd you catch him on today?
Well, I tried a crankbait, but I left the hook in my leg, so then I swapped a football.
Is it still there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was by myself today, so.
So what was on the other end of that crankbait?
A little one.
Little one?
Little.
It wasn't like a big one.
No, it was a little fish.
Not a keeper.
Out of my hand.
Ask it.
set it in my leg.
Can you feel the pain running through your leg right now?
No, it don't hurt.
It's numb?
It's numb.
The team of Stan Hallman and Steve Thrash take the victory, but I guess Stan didn't really need his partner at this event, did he?
You know, I don't really know what that says about it, but under the toughest conditions that we faced this year, he's fishing by himself, so he's only got half of the swings that everybody else has, and he comes out $10,000 richer for it.
And this is his backyard. Let's bring him in on this. It really didn't hurt you too bad not having your partner. I bet he was probably wishing he was here, though, with that $10,000 payday.
Yeah, I would think so. Today it didn't hurt, surprisingly.
The thing that did hurt is your leg. How's that thing going with the hook still in it, but you can at least have a smile on your face when you're richer?
Yeah, I'm getting it out sometime today. I've been wearing it. It's maybe it was my lucky hook. I don't know.
It is obviously a badge of honor, but congratulations. He does it solo for the very first time. We have someone win an Alabama Bass Trail event by themselves, but this is a team tournament. We'll see how high that moves them up in the point standings. One more round to go. That'll be Lay Lake, and then we'll crown an Angler of the Year for the South. For Kay Donaldson, I'm Robbie Floyd. We'll see you next time on Fox Sports Southeast.